We're always trying to fix the world. That's what we've been taught to do. Solve problems and suffering, make things better. And to some degree, that's good. It's what drives progress. It's what gave us medicine, civil rights, technology. But somewhere along the way, we started believing that the world should be fixable. That if we just try hard enough, care enough, or invent the right solutions, we'll finally reach peace. No more injustice, no more cruelty, no more chaos. But what if that belief is what's quietly breaking us? There's a kind of emotional logic behind fixing things. It gives us control. It gives us hope. It gives us something to do. If something is broken, you don't have to sit in helplessness. You can fix it. It makes the world feel less brutal, less random, less meaningless. But here's the problem. Not everything that hurts can be solved. Not every person can be saved. Not every wound can be healed in time. And the more we insist on fixing it all, the more we suffer when we can't. Look at history. Do you see long stretches of peace? Do you see justice as the norm? Do you see people treating each other with compassion by default? You don't. You see conquest, famine, slavery, collapse, rebirth, then more collapse. We've told ourselves that this time things are different, that we're evolving, that we're building a better future. And in many ways, we are, but we're still human, and the world is still the world. There's a reason every generation thinks this is the one that will finally get it right, because every generation wants the pain to end with them, but it doesn't. You probably feel it too, that quiet pressure to make things better, to speak up, to act, to help, to fight. And again, that instinct isn't wrong, but it becomes unbearable when you believe the world should be fixable. Because suddenly, every broken thing becomes a failure. Every crisis becomes your responsibility. And every time things don't improve, you feel like you didn't do enough. We were never designed to carry this much moral weight. But now, with the internet in your pocket, you can see the whole world suffering in real time. And if you're not careful, you'll start to believe it's your job to stop it all. There's something dangerous about the idea that we're here to fix the world. It puts us in a position of superiority. It turns us into saviors, as if we're above the world, looking down on its mess with the tools to clean it up. But the truth is, we are part of the mess. We are not separate from the cruelty. We are not immune to the chaos. We lie, we fail, we hurt people, even when we try not to. So the idea that we can engineer a flawless world if we just try hard enough isn't just naive, it's delusional. So what's the alternative? Should we stop trying, give up on progress, just accept suffering and do nothing? No, that's not what this is. This isn't about giving up. It's about letting go of the fantasy that we can fix everything. Because when you let go of that, something strange happens. You stop performing goodness. You start living it. You stop chasing a perfect world and start creating small, real kindness in the world that exists now. You stop expecting justice to come from some system, and you start becoming a more just person in the conversations you have, the choices you make, the way you treat others when no one is watching. You stop burning out from trying to save the world and start living in it with your eyes open. Maybe peace isn't something you create by fixing everything. Maybe peace is what you feel when you finally stop trying to control what you can't. When you mourn the brokenness, but no longer believe it's your job to erase it. When you show up with compassion, not because it will fix the world, but because that's who you choose to be. Maybe the world was never meant to be fixed. Maybe it was meant to be lived in, honestly, gently, with courage, even when it hurts, even when it doesn't change. There's a kind of beauty in accepting the mess, not because it's fair, not because it's easy, but because it lets you breathe again. You don't have to be a hero. You don't have to carry the weight of everything broken. You just have to live here as fully, honestly, and kindly as you can. Because maybe the point was never perfection. Maybe the point was presence. And maybe your life matters, not because you fixed the world, but because you loved it anyway.